Battery Dance Company began as a locally focused organization in New York's financial district, creating and presenting great dance in an area with no theaters or art spaces. The strategy of gauging the needs of a community and designing programs to fit those needs has continued as our programs have taken us to more communities in our city and around the world since 1976. The quest for artistic excellence and social relevance is Battery Dance Company's primary motivating theme and distinguishing characteristic. Battery Dance Company is experiencing rapid expansion in both U.S. and international program areas. Each new program puts the company in contact with hundreds of young people, changing lives and leaving breadcrumbs behind through the training of local teachers. The company is working on its succession plan, diversifying and expanding its donor base, and refining its board procedures, carrying it towards a half-century of artistic excellence and service. Battery Dance Company takes the inventiveness and originality that is common currency in the artistic world and applies it to the social arena. This distinguishes us from others in the field. As America's most prominent purveyor of dance diplomacy around the world, the company also displays heart and soul when its teaching artists engage with inner-city youth in its annual New York City Public School residency programs. We share our skills and intellectual property openly through our online cultural diplomacy toolkit and the Dancing to Connect Institute, showing dancers the way to apply their trade in a way that benefits the community. The hard work that Battery Dance Company does in the trenches informs the theories and strategies that determine our trajectory. Our best practices are determined by years of programming attended by evaluation, self-criticism, and retooling. The company attracts dancers and administrators who display brilliance in their field and with a passion for making a difference in the world. This is an unusual attribute in a career that normally demands a narrow focus on self. We're a learning organization committed to finding out more about the people with whom we work and the impact of our programs. We provide our beneficiaries with pre- and post-program questionnaires to evaluate the effectiveness of our endeavors. We track the changing of perceptions, the reduction of support for conflict, and improvement in self-confidence, teamwork, listening, and leadership skills. We support our findings with qualitative data from participant interviews and focus groups, and follow up with participants to measure long-term impact. Our programs demonstrate significant improvements, and we continuously strive to achieve greater results. New York City's longest-running public dance festival, the Downtown Dance Festival, is presented by our company. But not many New Yorkers know that. Through the festival, Battery Dance has introduced audiences to the artistry of dance in its many forms, from classical ballet to tap, modern dance to hip-hop. The company also performs a vital but publicly invisible service through the provision of low-cost rehearsal space to hundreds of emerging choreographers and their companies in space-starved Manhattan. Since 2006, Battery Dance Company has worked intensively with more than 10,000 young people and impacted hundreds of thousands of audience members in 40 countries on 6 continents. The results are even greater when considering the company's full history in more than 60 countries worldwide. It would have been impossible to envision this reach when we took our first steps in the public parks of Lower Manhattan in 1976. The entire arts sector was hit hard by the 2008 recession, when many traditional sources of support evaporated in an instant. Because much of our success takes place overseas, we don't get the recognition in the U.S. that our work should engender. The overabundance of dance companies in New York City and lack of space given to cultural news in the press also tend to obscure Battery Dance Company's unique artistry and program achievements. Our 2-week-long Dancing to Connect Institute teaches dancers from around the U.S. how to support their passion for the arts with practical career training and community engagements. However, the cost of the training, coupled with travel and accommodation expenses, puts it beyond the means of many college dance majors. Additional resources could be applied to scholarships that would put this training into the hands of those who need it most, making them job-ready upon graduating from college. Battery Dance Company's programs appeal strongly to schools at home and U.S. embassies abroad, but unfortunately most can't cover the costs. We see many opportunities that are jeopardized, especially in this era of federal budget debate. Private funding could fill the gap, allowing us to bring our programs to students who want them but can't afford them.